Solar have always been at the top of their game when it comes to indicators, and that probably has something to do with the fact they've been creating and designing them for at least 20 years, if not longer. So it was no real surprise when they said they were releasing a new range of indicator heads. So today I've got my hands on Solar's new lock and load indicator heads, and these have basically been created to be a bit of a one and done style indicator that's going to cover every situation you might come up against. They are customizable, we'll come onto that in a little bit, but straight out of the packet they don't look a lot different to any other indicators Solar have produced in the past. But that's not a bad thing. If you take Apple for example, the newest iPhone looks the same as the previous one, looks the same as the one before that and the one before that. It's the inside that counts. And Solar are very like Apple, where they've come across a winning formula, so certain things just don't need to change. So why change them for the sake of it? If the newest iPhone came out and it was round, you'd probably question it. Likewise, if these were vastly different to the previous model, you'd question that as well. But there are differences, and it's on the inside where you see the main difference. Now, I mentioned the name of these, they are the lock and load indicators. On the inside, you will see what looks like the barrel of a gun. Hence the name lock and load. There's basically 5 drilled out holes, and in each of them holes is a weight. Each of these weights weigh 1 gram, so you've got 5 grams of weight in total inside. These can all come out. If you don't want to use the weights and you want a really lightweight bobbin, then you can have that. If you want to use the weights and you've got a good all-rounder, then you can have that as well. I've been using these for a few sessions before doing this video since they arrived, and straight out of the packet with the weights in, they're a really nice weight. They're not too heavy that it's really pulling down on a tight line, but I fish slack lines quite a lot of the time, and they're heavy enough just to keep that line anchored against the ground, but they're not too heavy that they're not going to budge if you do get a bite. So it's a really cool concept that on the inside you've got all this customization, and it doesn't mean that you've then got to put 5 gram weights on the outside or anything like that. So you're keeping that small profile of the bobbin while still having flexibility of choosing to use a weight or not. Now, the nice thing about it, obviously being a Solar product, this is completely compatible with any other Solar indicator accessories. So whether you have got weights, whether you've got different line clips, whether you've already got chains and hockey sticks, all of them will fit. If you bought them 20 years ago or if you bought them 2 years ago, it will all fit, because Solar uses, well, it's basically the Solar system. Everything that Solar produced can be used together. Now, there's not really a great deal more to say about these, because the main difference is what's happening inside these. It's the addition of being able to choose the weights and have weights or not have weights. That is going to be the biggest thing about these lock and load indicators. Everything else, like I say, follows suit from previous models of these Solar indicators, because they're good. They don't need to change much. Now on the outside, you'll see you've got a little Solar logo engraved here. Turning it around, you've got a little isotope slot as well. And obviously all of this is done in the UK. So they're all machined in the UK. And obviously you know that quality control is going to be that little bit better being made on home soil. Now, I mentioned everything can be combined. So if you've already bought into Solar's indicators and everything before, then you can use all your previous bits and pieces on these. So you'll be pleased to know that you can buy just the head only. You basically don't get the chain or you don't get the hockey stick, but what you do get is the line clip and then the 2 collars, top and bottom. So there's one just under the line clip, and then you've got the bottom one as well. And you can buy the head only for $14.99. That's the same whether it's the black one or the white one. They all come in at $14.99 for the head only. Now, if you did want to buy it as a set, then you can do. You can buy the head, obviously the line clip, nice black aluminium chain, and then the anodized black hockey stick as well. So you can buy it as a complete set too, and these come in at $28.99 for the full set. Again, available in both the black like I've got here, and then the white as well. I quite like having one black and one white. Might be me just being weird, but it's quite nice having the different colour. But I did say earlier, these are actually customizable. So these collars can be replaced. Solar sell a whole variety of different colours. There's even a nightlight version as well. And these come in at $4.50 for a pair. So obviously for $4.50, you get the top and bottom one. And it's really nice that Solar have done that. They know that carp anglers like customising things. So if you've got blue rollers, for example, on your alarms, and you've got a white bobbin, you can then get the blue caps to match the rollers and just tie everything in quite nicely. So yeah, really nice option to be able to do that. And then the collars are also available in stainless steel, and so are the lock and load indicators. They follow exactly the same concept as the PTFE versions, where the inside is still drilled out. You've got 5 different individual weights in there. You've got the little solar logo engraved into the stainless steel, and then on the other side you've got your isotope slot still, and these are actually very, very nice. If you've already bought into Solar's stainless sort of setup, if you've got something like a worldwide pod or you've got their stainless bank sticks, this is what's going to fit very nicely with it. The line clip is very slightly different. You actually get a hangable line clip rather than the plastic one that comes on the PTFE versions. But aside from that, it follows exactly the same concept. And just like the other ones, you can get these as just a head if you wanted to. So if you've already got the chain and the hockey stick and things like that, and you can get just a head at $23.99 each. Or if you want to buy a complete kit, as you see it here, you can pick these up at $39.99. And that comes with a chunky 5-inch stainless chain, and then obviously a stainless steel hockey stick. Personally, I do prefer the black and white ones, but if you like something a bit blingy, then the stainless is definitely the ones to go for. But if you like what you've seen from this video, then make sure you head over to the Solar Tackle website, where you can find a bit more information about them. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.